Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you a value proposition that is far too small to be seen, generic background imagery and a whole lot more. Stay tuned. Now here we have Expert Impact. They are an organisation here to support entrepreneurs, to support social entrepreneurs to scale with introductions, mentoring and advice from experts. Now, I'm assuming that all social entrepreneurs know that they're called social entrepreneurs. I raise that simply because some people, namely people that aren't social entrepreneurs, might wonder what's a social entrepreneur. But yeah, assuming that the term social entrepreneur is well cemented in any social entrepreneur's lexicon, then yeah, they've certainly got a very clear outline of what they do and who they help. So yeah, these guys, Expert Impact, they for those of you who don't know, they help. The social entrepreneurs are essentially people tackling issues like education, healthcare, arts, science, poverty, the environment. This is all on their About Us page. So essentially, social entrepreneurs are tackling issues that make the world a better place to live in. So that's why I chose these guys. They're helping people help people. Ideally hopefully, fingers crossed, making the world a better place. So can't fault that. And so I think this site's actually doing quite a few things quite well. It's not making mistakes that I see a lot of sites make. I mean, firstly, it is saying what they do immediately. Supporting social entrepreneurs to scale with free mentoring and advice from experts. That's clear, that's to the point. I mean, there may be better lines out there. You may be, through research and testing, you could get something that's maybe shorter or more emotional, but that ticks that does all the basics very well of saying who Expert Impact are and what they do. So that's good. Also, the trust game, I think, is pretty nailed here. We go straight into saying who these expert entrepreneurs are. We go into that immediately. I would imagine that if I were a social entrepreneur and I saw this site for the first time, I would read that line and go, okay, well, which entrepreneurs do you have for me? Have I heard of any of these people? I would like to know who these people are. And immediately I am shown who these people are. And of course the people, John Frieda Haircare, I've heard of him, John Frieda. A couple of other people that I myself have heard of. Great. Good majestic wine, nice. Great that these entrepreneurs have been shown here straight up, and then also the trust is just built further with great stats here. How many people they've helped, how much turnover that they've generated. That is a very nice number. 98% would recommend Expert Impact. These are all stats that any social entrepreneur, if they were to see them, I would imagine they'd have a tough time ignoring these stats and not getting excited by them. Oh yeah, and then we've got testimonials. I mean, it just keeps on going. So this homepage does everything a homepage should do, which is say what this product is and then get a new visitor excited about exploring this product more. Credibility all over the place. So great stuff. What I think this page is lacking, the mistake I think it's making, the main mistake is we can make the design a little bit more vibrant and inspiring. Clouds are a little bit generic. I see why they've I can imagine why they've chosen clouds. Sky's the limit. Make the world a nice, brighter place with social entrepreneurship guidance and all that. Yeah, cool. But clouds, that could be used for British Airways. That could be used for holidays in Switzerland. Let's have some imagery that is a little bit more specific to what expert impact does. So maybe you could show images of some of these entrepreneurs guiding their mentees, quite possibly. I mean, that's just a thought off the top of my head, but that could be one image we show, or an image maybe a little bit more powerful and more emotive. I mean, if we're talking about, in the case of social entrepreneurship, we're talking about improving the causes of various entrepreneurs in the education, poverty alleviation fields, etc., etc. If you showed images of those, maybe some of those causes, maybe a carousel or a slideshow of healthcare related imagery. Sorry, I'm being a little vague here. I'm just thinking off the top of my head, but hopefully you get what I'm saying. A more direct representation of the change that expert impact is looking to create would be a much more powerful and exciting image, and an image that would ultimately, I think, convert better than just some clouds. The design also, we can make the design a little bit sexier. I mean, I'm not a UI designer, but something maybe round off some of these corners. That's what I'd want to do, and give some of these buttons maybe a bit more breathing space. We've also above the fold, we've got, I feel like we can sort of move this little thing here, we can move that down a bit so there's a bit more breathing space between there and that line there, and then there's all this breathing space here. I would just want to move it down so that kind of sits in the middle of all this space instead of 2/3 of the way up. I mean, that is a kind of a small gripe, but that's just me thinking with my designer hat. And then the main thing, though, that I would want to improve upon is I would trim the fat with this value proposition and make it bigger and more readable. I would get rid of connect, inspire, scale. That is far less specific than saying something like supporting social entrepreneurs to scale with free mentoring. That's the important bit. That's the bit that people need to see as soon as they land. So, and also, welcome to the Human Lending Library. That's kind of a cool thing to say, in that people are lending knowledge out, but some people may see that as slightly vague or not really understand what it is. So I would also be tempted to get rid of that. I would simply, one second, I'll just get something up. At the very least, I would want to change it to that. Just have a bigger value proposition, as in literally scale it up, and get rid of the other two messages, that and the welcome to the Human Lending Library bit. I mean, there could well be better value propositions out there, but as far as value propositions go, that's not too bad. Those are the main points. Always more to talk about, but those are the first things that I would want to address if I were working on this page. Cool. Thanks very much, guys.
Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you liked that video and found it useful. If you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and even if you didn't, hit it anyway. Every little helps. Also, let me know what you thought in the comments below. Did you like that critique? Did you hate it? Agree, disagree? Either way, I'd love to know your thoughts. And finally, if you'd like your page to feature on my channel, or you'd like to work with me on your web or landing page copy, feel free to get in contact. My email is just below in the video description. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you real soon.